As I hold your hand, you're not the one I knew. Please know that I love you as I watch you slip away. As I gaze into your eyes, there's nothing I can do. I'll be lost if I lose you, but I'm running.
Day 33. Today was a really emotional day. Both songs today were about two very special ladies to us, both of our grandmothers. So we started off this morning doing vocals on The Last Goodbye.
It's about our grandmother that we lost back in 2016. It was just a very, very, very emotional time for us.
There's a certain level of emotion that, like, once you've been in the studio for so long, it's kind of hard to get just because it feels like you're going through the motions. So I pulled up my iPad and I found a picture of her and I set it up, and I felt like that really helped bring forward some of the pain that song was written out of.
Ross told me today that there is a hidden joke in The Last Goodbye. She was in a car wreck that wound up leading to a pulmonary embolism, and that led to brain surgery, and then she really never made it out of the brain surgery. Before the pulmonary embolism and all of that, we had visited her at the hospital, and she was getting ready to come home. And we were just leaving the hospital so she could get her things around and come home. We had walked out of the hospital room and were about to leave, and Ross said, "1 second." So in real Leslie Nielsen classic fashion, he walks back in and opens the door and says, "I just wanted to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on you." And her response was, "And don't call me Shirley." That was the last thing she ever said to us. Ross wanted to make sure that it made it in the song. And so he told me today, he said, "Hey, there is a joke somewhere in this song." And I don't remember the word specifically, but I know that the word Shirley is in there. You can't say the word Shirley around us because I don't care what you said. We'll say, "Of course it wasn't," and "Don't call me Shirley."
So we got that done and then moved on to Everglade. And that one is about our other grandmother who got dementia, and she's now in assisted living, and that move took place in the middle of recording this. So Jacob had written the song 9 years ago, maybe more, about another lady that we knew growing up.
There was a lady that I went to church with who had dementia and Alzheimer's, and now we're dealing with the same thing with our grandmother who is struggling with dementia, and that's been very present during the time that we've recorded this album.
So I talked to Jacob about it and asked if it was okay if we repurposed the song, for lack of a better term, but we still want to honor the lady that it was originally about, but it felt very appropriate that it be tailored more towards what we're dealing with our grandmother.
Because I wrote it years and years ago, Ross gave me the option to sing choruses on it, and so I decided to take those on, and it was really, really, really hard. I guess it was kind of confronting the reality of what our grandmother is dealing with and what we're seeing happen right now. I know in my soul that it does the woman justice, and does our feelings justice about her situation. And I'm really proud of it, but it's still hard, and I can't imagine if it's this hard to do in the studio, how hard it's going to be to play live.
I would rather the struggle be present in the performance rather than the performance be perfect. It was an interesting decision because the vocals, at least in parts, they're not perfectly executed, but I think the emotion is exactly what they need.
day 33, I'm rejuvenated that we're doing the right thing by doing this album, and it's still part of our hearts to do it, and we're not just running through the motions. I believe that means we have tracked all of the vocals for Monsters as of today. I'm ready to be done, but I'm just ready to be done so our friends and family and 14 fans can hear it too.